Even though everything feels unstable right now, this week's energy says we've actually arrived somewhere, even if it doesn't feel like it. This is the collective energy reading for March 9th through 15th. Hey all, I'm Stephanie. I'm an intuitive energy reader, and each week I pull one tarot card to tune into the collective energy that we're moving through. And then I explore how we as individuals can consciously work with it for more awareness and ease. So here we have the Hierophant card, the 5 in the major arcana of the tarot. Okay, we have arrived somewhere. Even though things feel intense right now, even though so much in the world feels unstable, this card says we have reached a moment of structure and awareness. This week's energy is represented by the Hierophant, the 5th card in the major arcana. 5 in the tarot in the major arcana brings us into a place of structure and stabilization. And I know that word stability might feel strange right now when we look at the world events. It might not feel stable, right? But let's look closer at this card. The Hierophant sits on a throne marked with the symbols Taurus. Taurus has been showing up for us a lot recently in the past tarot insights. We saw it in the Brother Earth card, reminding us that we are living spirits in these living physical bodies, grounded here in the material world. And here in this card, we see balance. There are opposites everywhere in the imagery. There's the black and the white, the sun and the moon, polarities. So the question for the collective this week becomes, can we pause before reacting? Instead of acting from fear or instability, can we step back and move from a place of reserve and awareness? The figure in this card is not complacent. They are not passive. They are seated in a space of magnitude and responsibility. They are observing. They are holding awareness before acting. And that's the invitation this week with the energy. Are we reacting to the world or are we interacting with it? There is a huge difference. This energy gives us space to pause, look, and assess. Another important theme in this card is the opposites and interconnection. Every action has a reaction. And right now, we're watching irresponsibility play out in many places, in leadership, in systems, in the news. But instead of only reacting to what we see, this moment asks us to recognize something deeper. We have the ability to respond differently. We can pause before saying the thing, pause before acting out of anger, pause before retaliation, right? That pause is very powerful. There is also another layer of this week's energy. This card reminds us that we are not seeing, once again, the whole picture. There are angles and forces moving that we cannot fully perceive. And not only in human systems like politics in our communities, countries, but also in other realms of existence. So the astral plane and our dream world, the energies of the earth, underneath the earth, the beings and forces that exist alongside of us. We are human beings on this planet, yes, and we play a huge role here. But we are not the only moving part in the collective. Everything participates. Think about it this way. What would happen if human beings paused their activity for a moment? The collective would shift, but what would happen if birds stopped flying? Pollination would change, plant transport would completely change. Or what if the microbiology in the oceans stopped functioning? Entire ecosystems would collapse. The point is really this. The collective is made of many layers of intelligence and life, not just human activity. And this card is opening our awareness to that. The Hierophant is a major arcana card, which means this week is part of a larger lesson we are moving through collectively. The lesson is expansion. We are expanding in awareness. The universe itself is expanding. Everything slowly opening outward, right? And as that happens, our consciousness expands as well. We begin to recognize that, it's not the full picture what we see with our eyes. So, how can we work with this energy as individuals this week? One surprisingly powerful practice really came through when I was looking at this card and getting the information. It's to put down your phone. And this is not as a judgment, it's not as a rule, a right or wrong. I'm on my phone all the time making videos. I'm making this video here. But intentionally putting your phone down, even for an hour or a portion of the day, just whatever you agree with yourself on. It just opens our awareness back up to the three-dimensional reality, to look up, engage with the physical world. Our phones are showing us a lot of information, but it also flattens the reality. But when we look up around us and we're reconnecting with the actual living world. Another practice is to spend time moving through your day with intentional presence, your eyes open, your awareness outward, just not rushing through a list of tasks to get it done, but just noticing, walking through a store with awareness, sitting outside with your coffee in the morning, watching the sunset with presence, just being present in a crowd or in a class you go to. Presence is not just internal awareness. We can practice presence with our eyes open in the world. And I will definitely be experimenting with these practices this week as well. And I would truly love to hear how they go for you if you try them. Also, if you're called to join me, I'm hosting a Thursday night live meditation space on YouTube. It's about 20 minutes long, and the intention is to simply to slow down and sit in quiet internal awareness together and reconnect. The replay is always available. And I thank you all for being here. I'm sending lots and lots of love to you and deep awareness. I'll see you next week. Bye.